Tá, essa moça não tem mais nada pra falar. Então o que nos resta fazer é ir pro lado direito da cidade do mapa agora. Agora eu não lembro onde exatamente era o lugar da missão principal. Acho que era lá pra cima. Ou era aqui pra direita. Pronto, nós chamamos o cara.
Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the great Shackle beyond.
Por que você entrou sozinho?
In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the plane meld should come to an end. Você não pode me ouvir de verdade, pode? No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality.
Que estranho, mano.
I'm sure that's what has happened.
Eu não acho que foi o que aconteceu. Eu deveria entrar e encontrar Vanus. Então vamos, né? Não é aqui também. Como é que... Ah, tem uma portinha aqui que eu não tinha visto. É realmente no meio da lava. Saúde de Galerion.
You there, please. I need your assistance.
Você é outra projeção mágica?
What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedra captured Vanus. They planned to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, Vanus divided his essence into 3 fragments.
O que eu posso fazer para ajudar você?
Vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. Restore that energy to me and I can easily break free of these flimsy bonds.
O que é você exatamente?
When Vanus Galerion was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential essences: health, stamina, and magicka. I am the Great Mage's health. Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more.
E como você foi capturado?
While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this,
nossa, mas que coisa
we
louca.
are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains.
Por que eles precisam de Vanus para alimentar a grande corrente?
The Great Mage is a virtual powerhouse of magicka energy. The Daedra want to use that power to speed up and complete the plane meld, finally merging Nirn into Cold Harbor. But make no mistake, Vanus has simply delayed the inevitable with this ploy.
Ok, adeus. Então tem que salvar a saúde, a mágica e a estamina do Vanus, meu Deus. O cara foi dividido em 3 partes, velho. Será que eu vou passar aqui sem matar, sem ativar esses bichos? Acho que não vai dar, não. Não dá. Agora fale com a essência.
You have returned. I had almost given up hope.
Recuperei sua energia roubada.
Yes. I can sense its reinvigorating presence. Give it back to me and I shall free myself. Follow my light to the slave quarters. Then we can recover our essence of stamina.
Aqui está sua saúde roubada. Tá, entre no alojamento dos escravos. Agora a gente vai pra lá. Aproveitar que o cara passou aqui levando todos os bichos. A gente passa sem problemas, eu imagino. Fale com a essência de Galerion. Agora é vigor.
I sense the time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage has arrived.
Como posso lhe ajudar?
The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. If the slaves refuse, there is another way. The slaves' taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy, but doing so will destroy the soul-shriven you target. However, the device only works from a distance. Get too close and you can't target a slave.
Conte-me mais sobre Vanus Galerion.
What can I tell you that you don't already know? Vanus Galerion is the most famous, most powerful, most daringly courageous mage in the Mages Guild. His legendary exploits are, well, legendary.
Por que ele acha que poderia cuidar disso sozinho?
Aren't you listening? He's the great mage. There isn't anything he can't accomplish once he sets his mind to it. This particular conundrum is merely a minor bump in the road. Makes things more interesting.
Ok, adeus. Então pega o extrator de essência. Onde que a gente pega o extrator de essência?
I hate this so-called existence.
Eu preciso de você para devolver a energia que foi alimentada a você. Acho que era pra ser, né?
Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find your own.
Se você der pra mim, eu posso usá-la para destruir essa forja.
Well, in that case, just make sure you shut down this damn forge.
Deu certo.
I saw you eyeing my fire.
Tá, eu vou pular esses negócios aqui, né? Não vou ficar ouvindo a conversa de todo mundo, não.
Dear Alexis, why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. I haven't felt this good in such a long time.
Pagar, vai.
Oh, Alexis.
Mais rápido.
And how will that always...
A única que precisou de dinheiro. Por que a gente não intimidou ela também? Eu, hein?
Did you succeed?
Eu recuperei a energia dos escravos.
The great mage himself couldn't have done any better, but don't tell him I said that. After you return my energy, I will break free. The last fragment is trapped in the foundry. Follow my light and I'll show you the way.
Pega sua energia de volta. Agora a gente tem que entrar na fundição. Acho que se eu tivesse seguido ali, eu ia pegar esse negócio de extrair a energia dos caras, né? Não precisava pagar a outra.
The pain. It's exquisite. But this has to end. The great mage must be made whole again so we can finish our mission.
Como eu te tiro daqui?
4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, they siphon my energy into the forge.
Olha! Eu pensei que você se dividiu para que eles não pudessem fazer isso com você.
Vanus divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy to power the great Shackle. It didn't stop them from plugging this essence into the forge, however. Unlock the 4 seals and I'll be able to escape this damned machine.
Eu não entendi o que eles estão fazendo com você.
They plan to use the Great Mage to provide a considerable boost of energy to complete the plane meld ahead of schedule. Vanus divided his energy among the 3 essences, making each one worthless to the Great Shackle.
Então para qual finalidade esse dispositivo serve?
It provides the power necessary to craft Moloch Ball's vile implements of conquest. Daedric weapons, dark anchors, the components of the Great Shackle itself. And I am the source of this energy. At least, while the seals of binding remain in place.
E o que a grande corrente faz?
It is a larger, more powerful version of a dark anchor, designed to complete the connection, to draw Oblivion and Nirn together.
Ok, desbloqueei os selos de ligação. Nossa, já tem os caras todos fazendo aqui.
The bindings, they feel brittle, less powerful.
Eu destravei os selos de ligação.
Then these bindings can no longer hold me. This essence will join you, and then we can find the physical form of the Great Mage.
Onde está o corpo do Vanus Galerion?
Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty Guardian, Kothutwilk. Defeat the Guardian and open the cage that holds our physical form. I can lead you to the Great Mage. Just stay close and follow my light.
Adeus. Tá, encontre Vanus Galerion. Agora a gente vai encontrar ele, né? A gente pegou Saúde, estamina e mágica dele. Agora a gente junta tudo num único recipiente, não é mesmo?
Shake it off. You can do it.
Liberte Vanus Galerion. Tá, de saúde. Mágica. E de vigor.
Health and vitality. Welcome. And now stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk.
Ué, tem um teleporte aqui mesmo?
Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself.
Então essa é a grande corrente?
Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong. You have restored me, released me from captivity. With your continued help, we can end this threat once and for all. The time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed.
O que eu posso fazer para ajudar?
Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells.
Tá, vamos destruir a grande corrente.
This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out?
Tá, o que você pode me dizer sobre a grande corrente?
What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a fascinating device if it wasn't so terrifying.
Tem algum plano que você quer compartilhar comigo?
They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy. Disrupting that flow of energy may be key to destroying the Great Shackle. I'll know more once we get inside.
Então vamos continuar. Ué, não tem o minimapa tá totalmente bugado, velho. Pronto. Pera, eu tenho que seguir o cara. Cadê o cara? Nossa, ele tá desfilando na ponte. Dá pra ir um pouco mais rápido, Vanus, por favor? Eu sei que você é meio velhinho, mas você podia dar uma acelerada, não é mesmo? Ele realmente tá desfilando na ponte, velho. Por quê? A gente tá aqui pra acabar com o mal.
The Great Shackle has the power to steal our entire world. A barrier spell on the door? How pedestrian. Give me a moment and I'll open the way. I must be weaker than I thought. That took a lot out of me. Once we get inside, you take the lead.
Obviamente a gente vai tomar a liderança. Porque o mago tomar a liderança acho que é meio complicado. Seria tenso se a gente fosse o mago também, né? Mas como a gente aqui é protagonista, né? Entre aspas.
Remarkable. This could be what we're looking for. Very interesting. It appears to be similar to the cage I was imprisoned in at the Black Forge. Examine this pedestal and tell me what you make of it. No! What have you done? Oh, wait! You reversed the energy flow.
Ah, tá.
Good work! Now go upstairs and find the other conduits.
Ele tava me xingando já, tipo, meu Deus, o que você fez? Eu fico tipo, mano, você falou pra eu encostar no cristal ali. pegar um level 26. Não tem espaço. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Tá, dica. Encontre a passagem para subir. A gente tá indo no caminho certo, eu imagino, né? Ok, entre na manilha. Eu imagino que depois disso daqui a gente acabe, né? Essas missões da história principal estão bem longuinhas, mano. Acho que se a pessoa for seguir a história principal, só ela deve dar tipo quanto? Umas 6 horas, mais ou menos, pelo menos. Tá, então a gente pode entrar aqui, né? Eu ignorei todo mundo, eu passei reto pelos caras e... Nossa, olha essa arte, velho. Que é isso? Essas artes são muito boas. Defenda Vanus Galerion. Daqui parece coisa lá do começo do jogo, não foi? A gente passou num lugar parecido. Obviamente era no mesmo lugar, né? Em Cold Harbor. Nossa, é muita gente pra proteger o Vanus, mano. Mas tá em quantos? 5, 6, 7 contando com o Vanus, mas ele não, obviamente ele não tá atacando, porque não. Que bicho resistente, mano. Aí, foi. Nossa, olha o tamanho dessa corrente, velho.
Shackle has been shattered! The threat of the plane meld is no more!
Jolly good. And as soon as you deal with the planar vortex, everything will be right as rain.
What? Explain yourself, man. What planar vortex?
The Shackle formed a planar vortex, kind of like an oblivion straw that will suck Nern right through and into Cold Harbor. Quite amazing how I knew that.
Enough! We can discuss this back in the Hollow City. I'll open a portal before this entire place collapses on top of us.
Eu vou voltar pra cidade vazia. Ok. Essa parte aqui já não tinha jogado não. Não tinha feito essas missões principais.
We have accomplished great things this day, my faithful friend.
A grande corrente foi destruída?
Was there ever any doubt? Between your skills and my formidable magical prowess, the destruction of the Shackle was a foregone conclusion. We aren't finished yet, however. Cadwell claims that we have more to do if we are to truly save Nern.
Eu não tenho espaço.
We have Was there... I would love to explore this lost city, but apparently we still have much to do. This planar vortex that Cadwell describes concerns me greatly. Let's head inside and formulate a new plan to deal with this danger.
Tem alguma ideia sobre a situação atual?
If what Cadwell says is true, our job isn't finished here. And I'm positive we got the Daedric Prince's attention at the Shackle. He won't be too happy about what we did to his toys. That means we need to hit him before he hits us.
Qual a sua sugestão?
I need to consult with my colleagues in the Mages Guild. We need to gather whatever information we can on this planar vortex. I hate going into a situation blind.
Posso fazer algo para ajudar?
Let the mages inside know that I'll be joining them in a moment. I need to finish with Cadwell and the groundskeeper first. I don't know about you, but I find them both to be more than a little, peculiar.
Tá, a gente ainda vai ter que entrar lá. A gente... Tá, a conversa com a mulher ali sumiu, né? Tinha uma conversa pra falar com a outra ali. Tá, vamos ouvir a conversa aqui e a gente encerra depois.
You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Vanus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. We appreciate everything you've done for us.
Você foi a única que conseguiu sobreviver?
The four of us, yes. There were many more, but, well, you've seen it out there. Even our fabled leader was lost to the harsh plain of Cold Harbor. We're all that made it back.
Eu salvei Vanus, ele quer falar com todos vocês.
What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't any way.
Não confundir, ele está aqui em breve. Ele estará aqui em breve.
Ah, my old friend. I thought we'd lost you.
What? It can't be!
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Barney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia, my heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, you have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without Vanus.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the plein air vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
Nossa, vai ter muita conversa agora. Agora tem que restaurar a cidade vazia, que eu imagino que a gente faria agora, né? Mas acho que eu vou deixar pra fazer isso daí na próxima live. Vamos lá, que eu mostrei a falar.
The pieces are almost all in place. We can move against Molag Bal whenever you want. Attack now, or gather more forces. The choice is yours.
Qual a sua sugestão?
Thanks to your efforts, life is returning to the city. Already, those you have rescued have found their way here. Do we have enough to start a war? Yes. But are our numbers strong enough to finish it? I'd suggest we're not there yet.
Se eu der o comando agora, quais são nossas chances?
Marching against this enemy at less than full strength would not be advised. Of course, victory is never guaranteed, no matter what the odds. If you feel differently, give the command. Otherwise, go back out and look for more allies to aid us.
Tá, não podemos arriscar perder mais tempo, ainda precisamos atacar agora, precisa achar mais aliados para melhorar nossas forças.
I concur. That would be a wise course of action. When you feel our forces are sufficient for the task, return to me.
Tá, basicamente é só conversar com ela que a gente vai continuar, né, aparentemente.